Well, hello there. Hello, hello. Am I live? Live. Oh, yeah. We're live. We're definitely freaking live. So, yeah. Today, today is the day we got to talk about one of the highest rated Marvel movies out there. Black Panther. And when it comes to freaking Black Panther, it is one of those best freaking movies because it doesn't just tell you a good freaking story. It tells you a story that somehow be able to like relate to the people it's representing and to show more of its representation of what it is, and like people being able to have this kinds of representation to be able to like flip the freaking script, which by meaning of flip the freaking script is meaning flipping the script of what it is reality is to freaking fantasy, to dive into the people into this freaking fantasy of what if we have this freaking thing, we have this strong as black community or black as people be able to like understand and to be able to be there, that is somehow much more better and have this technology and everything else that is better than the rest of the freaking world, a country that is hidden, that is just representing these freaking kinds of people, right? And these kinds of oppression that they have and be able to represent it later on, it's just very, it's cool to see it like that and be able to like understand the freaking topics of why don't they intervene to everything that's happened in the past and what they are now, because all they've been doing is just protecting the vibranium and what vibranium does to the freaking people. And yeah, that's a freaking thing about it. That's that extra layer in there, besides having a great story of a freaking family, of course, when it comes to freaking royalty and all those freaking things, but it's just outcasting a certain person just because the sins of their father always like somehow be able to understand when it comes to the it comes that is being paid for by the son, by the son. But it's somehow shown in here that somehow he was like that. He was outcasted, and it was like that because of the mistakes of their ancestors, their freaking fathers. They're now paying for it, which is kind of crazy, insane. Because whatever it is that Killmonger is, to what he is supposed to become, and to be able to like do that to and T'Challa, to do that to T'Challa is insane, right? Because on all aspects, like none of them ever actually was at fault. It was their freaking parents, so it's kind of like crazy, insane that they were doing this now. And seeing that in Black Panther is crazy, insane for what it is. It's a beautiful movie, even though there are like the fights in there. The fight at the last freaking the last freaking fight that turned me off. It kind of turns you off a little bit because it's like full on like CGI freaking thing, and it's like the CGI is very obvious to what is going on, but it's like alright, it's still fun though. Like for me watching it, like the CGI ness of like understanding its CGI ness is just like taking it off, but it just explains that even though if it's a CGI freaking battle, we're understanding where the heroes and the villains, both the people fighting, where they're coming from, is a much more impactful freaking fight than what it is, than having it being like truly a masterpiece of like a CGI freaking battle. Like understanding it's like fake and CGI, but it's like understanding that it's being fought by these freaking two people is kind of nice, and it shows that how good it is. Now, there are things in this freak. I don't think I'll be able to like say much about it, other than freaking praise. There's nothing much I can say, but there's the CGI aspect of it. It's just the only thing that is like keeping it from being 100. And because it is a Marvel movie, that's why it's not getting 100. That's one of those things too. And overall, it's a great ass freaking movie because it's like they're in the freaking franchise or whatever it is. And when it comes to freaking Wakanda, we'd be expecting like a Bucky, we'll be able to see it in there, but it's just no freaking Bucky. We see Bucky at the very end, which is kind of like great. Is know to understand, man. Another broken white boy to fix. Another broken white boy, right? Another broken white boy for us to fix. It's gonna look very funny. When it comes to it, understanding it and the accents were like freaking good. I think putting them in that situation and having accents and the way they speak English is kind of nice. And why, even if it's just freaking accents, why not go full on, full on the way of they're speaking in their native freaking tongue? You know, they're speaking already in their native freaking tongue sometimes. So it's like, oh wait, one as well. Right, you can't do that because you have to give and you have to take, right? Like when it comes to like doing all these freaking things, so you just like actually very well made about it. It's just you have to give in there to like represent your freaking people, but in exchange for that, you have to like, give something for like the rest of us, for the rest of the people who's gonna be watching it, for us to be able to understand and be empathized with it. Yes, I know it is kind of like great representation when it comes to it, but it's like being somebody, not just a freaking black person that going in and watching it. I felt freaking represented by this freaking thing, right? By freaking, I felt more represented by Black Panther for some unknown reason because of the way that it's the conversation or the thought provoking parts of it that is just nice. Killmonger as a freaking villain about this conversation about things being exploited away from from the native freaking people and things like being taken away from them and being shown in freaking museums because they just freaking took it. It's just crazy insane that it was like that, and you're like, it's just crazy insane because all over it is just a story of like children fighting the battles of their freaking parents and somehow taking over or like inheriting the curse of their freaking parents, right? Whatever it is that has brought upon their freaking parents, and them taking over this one and putting over and like doing this just because of the things that had happened, because it's all over. It's talking about this freaking ancestry of what they are. Like when it comes to like freaking ancestry, the themes of ancestry and taking over and taking part of like whatever it is that has come before, and now it is your freaking turn to like take on the freaking tradition of what it was, right? Because that was the freaking Black Panther, the tradition of it, or the what it is that ancestors brought upon, or what the Black Panther has to become or has to be. But it needs to freaking change at this freaking point onwards, because somehow the Black Panther being the protector doesn't seem to look like a protector as being shown as freaking a catalyst for freaking change of what Killmonger brings into the freaking table. Because brings this freaking change that somehow brings the mistakes of the freaking past Black Panthers, or whatever it is that they've been doing, and whatever it is that they were up to, and showing this in this freaking movie, that somehow it feels like they are wrong, and it's a great way to be able to do that. But somehow showing that they are wrong, but your way of saying how things should be able to do and how things should be able to like come afterwards now, right? Like afterwards I've been talking, okay, well, wait, hi. Wait. Wait, let me just stop a bit. Let me stop a bit to say hi to Jacob. Hi Jacob, welcome to the freaking stream. Oh crap. Welcome to the freaking stream. Just in time for like talking about freaking Killmonger as a freaking villain. So it comes to this freaking thing, right? Damn it, I can't see chat, right? Right. Let me just do this thing. Yeah, well. So when it comes to like freaking Killmonger showing us this, taking on the freaking industry and showing that the ways of the Black Panther is freaking wrong, and the ways of Wakanda has been freaking wrong because of the way they've been doing, or because of their actions and what their actions has become and like has done to the rest of the freaking people, as it's shown earlier with how Nakia was trying to resolve this freaking problem of why is it that they don't just intervene when it comes to the rest of the people, when it comes to the rest of their people that we're going on to, right? Well, when it comes to their people, it's not just I guess when it comes to their people, it's just freaking oppressed freaking people, or like oppressed freaking people taken over by a bunch of freaking conquerors from the freaking past. But it wasn't just like that. It wasn't just about that. But because like for me to be able to relate to it, it's just like when it comes to freaking ancestry, it's just we come on to the part of like being a colonized freaking country. It just shows that it's just like that, right? Like being able to like understand that if there is someone, if we have like something within us, like something among us, somebody is like that. Being able to have that freaking power to be able to understand and do the things that our oppressors have done to us, be able to bring it back. We could probably do the same freaking thing if we had the freaking power or they had the freaking weapons. As that's what Killmonger is freaking doing. But what he's doing is showing that the mistakes of the freaking Black Panther. The mistakes was not intervening or the ways that freaking people are being oppressed. When it comes to everybody around them, they have all this freaking luxury, all this freaking power, all this thing that they have had that were great. Amazing. Why is it? Why is this? Why is this? Why are you raising your hand? Oh, he's raising his hand now. What is this? Alright, let me just still continue because he's not typing anything else afterwards. Do tell me. Yeah, because all these freaking mistakes that they had, right? Not being able to intervene because somehow intervening shows themselves, and by showing themselves, it shows that they are like have this greater freaking ability than everybody else, and somehow this brings what? They have the ability to conquer the freaking world and not be able to do it. It's kind of like that. It's kind of somehow not also. It's kind of like that when it comes to it, and somehow not be able to do it because they're somehow need to protect the vibranium. And with all of this, no, and because of all of this, and because of this freaking vibranium freaking thing, this freaking resource that they have to protect it. They just don't want to be able to show to the rest of the freaking world. And as the world turns around them, as the world moves forward around them, they see all these freaking atrocities and not do anything about it. And when it comes to Killmonger, he sees all these freaking atrocities of everything that is being done and wants it to be done. He wants it something to be done by him. He wants to do something about it. And by doing something about it, he's been trained by the ways of the conqueror or the ways of the colonizers, of the ways of the people who are like oppressing, the ways of the freaking oppressors. And he was able to do it and do it to them instead. But doesn't seem to be the right freaking way. And when it comes to this, he is right and he's wrong in the right way. He is right that they need to intervene. The Wakanda needs to intervene for the rest of the freaking world, but he is wrong in how Wakanda should be able to show this in this freaking way. Like Killmonger is a really good freaking villain because he was able to like set this freaking thing, this freaking layer. He was able to have this freaking layer in this freaking story, and I think that's what makes a movie more than an 80 something. A movie more than 80, like a movie rated like at a Rotten Tomatoes like 80 something to like a Rotten Tomatoes 90 something, because you have to have this political freaking layer. Not exactly a political freaking layer. You have this thing that makes you think, what if? Yeah, it makes you think, and like it has this freaking conversation underlying all of it that is somehow making sense when it comes to the freaking villain's actions. It makes you doubt our freaking heroes, but somehow our heroes are able to make a freaking decision and will still be able to come on top of it, whatever it is that becomes to this freaking doubt or becomes to this freaking huge ass conflict that they're going to be able to face, or this thing that they're going to fight. So they're not only fighting it through physical freaking battles, but they have to fight it in the mental freaking ways, of the ways, not just the way you think, in the ways you have to show that somehow your way is like better than the freaking the villain's way. And it is shown here as the villain's freaking way was just to like do as they did to us, right? Whatever it is that they did to us, let's do it to them. And we're just gonna be able to like start off this freaking cycle again, which is always just a cycle of freaking violence, of like understanding and taking on from their ancestors and people that came before. Because the people that came before are what has brought you into these freaking situations. You're just flipping the script and you're gonna start another cycle of freaking oppression and freaking violence, just as what the others before you have become. When it comes to it, this is freaking wrong, and it impacts you. It's much more impactful in the way when T'Challa was in the second time T'Challa was in the ancestral freaking plane. He was there screaming at his freaking ancestors, telling all the Black Panthers that came before were freaking wrong in this freaking aspect, that they were all freaking wrong, and that impacts you in a freaking way possible, because this is breaking the chain of breaking the freaking cycle of what it is to become. This is him like turning over and like no longer saying it is not going to be the way that it once was, and I'm gonna show like a different freaking way towards everybody else, and that is this freaking fight. That is what is all this final fight is about. This is the final fight in this freaking movie. The conflict on this movie, it is. This is one underlying layer of the conflict of the movie, but it is overall, it is what it is, right? It is what it's all about. It is what Black Panther is all about. This freaking cycle of freaking things that we have to like carry on ourselves because of it's become tradition. It is what is needed because we need to do something, or else something else is gonna continue on to the people, people after us, and that's crazy, insane when it comes to this freaking conversation. And it's nice to be able to see, and be able to see this in this freaking movie is like it's what makes it great. This part about it is what makes it freaking great, and the fights in it, so this personal freaking conversations, it goes on from freaking it hits in a freaking personal level for the freaking heroes, up to a much more grander freaking level as to their place in the freaking world, or as to their place in the freaking universe, and still hitting them on their freaking personal levels, on in their family freaking circles, because in their family there is this freaking cycle that has been started by his father and both their freaking fathers, of what they need to do, or what they need to be able to do. And that's what they have become, to be able to like conquer this and be able to like, wait a second, what happened here? Am I offline? No. Wait, it's showing that it's offline. What? Somebody's shouting on my. Oh, it's to be like that. Oh, these freaking emails are fucking insane. And it was like that when it comes to this freaking place. And this was Black Panther. It was so freaking good because it hits this cycle of freaking things that need to be broken, was like all over in this freaking place. It's like all overseen by everybody else. Now it is seen first, like when it comes to this freaking cycle, that, and it always shown the way it was shown is like freaking amazing, because it was shown through the villain, but sometimes shown to the rest of whatever it is, the rest of the freaking cast. It was being shown to our freaking hero, not just to everybody else, but not just from the villain, who is like very very loud, and but whatever it is, that is just, you're completely freaking wrong when it comes to these freaking things that is being shown towards him, that it is a mistake, or it is something that is wrong that have been done way before, that they need to intervene when it comes to the rest of the freaking world, that they need to be shown, that they need to be seen. They somehow need to be seen, that it's no longer freaking hiding, that they need to show themselves to be able to like to be able to help like their freaking people, and not just their own, not just themselves, but the rest of the freaking world. And for him to be able to like show that and be able to like do that, it's been shown through Nikia, the beginning of the freaking movie, where she is like doing these freaking missions outside of freaking Wakanda, on working herself and like helping other people in freaking Africa, right? It was shown by her, and it was seen like that, and we've seen that, and we see it with Shuri as her freaking technology. It's like it's been freaking working. It doesn't mean that her philosophy of, doesn't mean, not just because it's not broken, or not just because it works, doesn't mean it doesn't need to be improved. When it comes to these freaking things, when it comes to technology, and when it comes to everything else that they have been doing, whatever it is that they have been doing, they need to somehow be able to expand and like work upon it. Just like every other freaking company that we have, freaking Disney. That doesn't mean the freaking formula is working, but we had to show something much more bigger, and which is freaking Black Panther. Doesn't mean the formula when it once was, when it comes to phase 1 and phase 2, all these freaking movies seem to freaking work. It doesn't mean it works. Doesn't mean the formula for it works, but that it needs to be freaking improved. The formula needs to be improved by adding this freaking layer to it. Representation by the people that needs to watch it, representation by the rest of the freaking world, or be able to have these freaking things that everybody can be a freaking hero. The stories that everybody can be a free hero, the stories that empower freaking people that have been oppressed for so freaking long, that empowers the people that have been oppressed in one way or freaking another. And one of those things are people of a certain freaking demographic, right? To see this freaking thing there, to see it in the freaking screen, to make them dream that they have this freaking ability to be able to see it. Just like in the freaking end of the freaking movie when you see this huge ass freaking jet, this Wakandan freaking vehicle, right? That is so freaking high tech, that is just coming down on a freaking impoverished freaking in the ghetto, that is coming down in the freaking ghetto and showing these freaking kids that they have the ability to be able to be in that freaking position, that they have the ability to be able to go in those freaking positions. And me, somebody who's freaking who's fucking poor ass freaking motherfucker, be able to see that in the freaking screen, be able to see that, yes, even though if I'm not something like that, I can be able to see and be able to like show that, yeah, like when it comes to freaking Black Panther, I feel more represented in Black Panther rather than in rather than in rather than Shang-Chi. Like when it comes to those freaking stories, like Black Panther is something much more akin to myself, because it's share a little bit of freaking history when it comes to it, right? Yes. Even though if I'm not black, I still feel more represented in Black Panther. I don't know why. We're not gonna yap snap and freaking headache. Okay, yap snap and headache. We're not gonna snap yet. We're not there in the snap yet. But the snap comes after freaking Black Panther, which is I'm excited to be able to watch. Like Black Panther snapping, like snap. Snap is nice. The snap is nice. Yes. So when it comes to like freaking Black Panther, it was like something like that. And I'm only 21 minutes in, and I don't know what else to be able to like say about it, but it was just like we're able to converse about it for like 30 minutes, and the rest of the 30 minutes, just a bunch of nitpicky stuff and things like that. But when it comes to it, it is like that, right? It's showing that it is like that. What else? Representation when it comes to it, when it comes to like freaking Disney doing it and be able to do it this time around when it comes to Black Panther is so freaking great and it's amazing. But somehow the formula freaking changed after freaking Endgame, and I don't know what happened after that one, but it is like that. Wait, let me take a drink. Wait. Oh, I feel like I get run out of breath talking about this, but continuing with Black Panther, we get to see these freaking things about it, right? Changing the freaking things. But it comes to freaking tradition and those that came after and saying that they are freaking wrong and whatever it is they've been doing all this freaking time that is wrong and we need to change it in a way. The way they do it is like somebody crazy insane, right? When it comes to like Killmonger's way, it was to do as our oppressors have done. But when it comes to Black Panther's way, we see it at the end of the freaking movie, is to do it in a way that's still how our oppressors have done it, but we do it some way like that is much more crazier, but it sends a much more crazier freaking message towards the rest of the freaking world. Because Wakanda now showing themselves as this freaking powerhouse, as this great of a fucking country that it is, like giving outreach programs to the ones who are giving outreach programs to them, to their freaking people, right? Giving an outreach freaking program, having this freaking charity, and like doing this freaking thing in the places of where richness or like greatness is supposed to be, in a place where it is. But when it comes to their people, when it comes to people like him, you see them being oppressed or like impoverished or being poor in these freaking areas. So giving them an outreach program to places in this freaking area is crazy insane. Like doing it in America instead of freaking an outreach program in a freaking going to do an outreach program in freaking America is insane. Coming from a country that is supposedly a third world freaking country showing themselves as not a third world country but something else that is greater. That's something else that is much more better, much more advanced than the rest of the freaking world. And that is Wakanda showing itself like that. And we don't see any other kind of cities that is gonna be able to like that. Probably Krakoa. Uh, Probably Krakoa when it comes to X-Men. X-Men in Krakoa. Krakoa is gonna be a hidden freaking city paradise freaking thing. But we're probably not gonna be able to see Krakoa when it comes to. If we're gonna see Krakoa in Doomsday, that would be insane. But a next freaking city that's gonna come afterwards is gonna be stupid, right? Okay, that is. Oh wait. Yeah, that is nice. So when it comes to other aspects, when it comes to this, the romance freaking aspect with Nakia, you don't freaking freeze. It was freaking fun. It was fun to be able to watch this freaking part of like our hero be able to like be able to this freaking powerful freaking guy, but freezes when it comes to a freaking girl. And it's like not able to like say something or not being able to move when you see you're freaking somebody you like, somebody you have a freaking crush on, which is freaking intense. But for me, understanding this, freezing when it comes to freaking somebody that you like and somebody that is like that is different these days for me because somebody I just it's good to see in freaking movies when you have these freaking feelings when it comes to freaking someone when someone does give you that freaking feeling, but you need to understand that these kinds of feelings somehow be able to like needs to be a temporary thing, but because they were able to like still be able to explore a conversation with someone, right? When someone just freezes the entire freaking time, that freaking sucks. But someone freezes for like a short freaking amount of time, be able to like take on a conversation and to be still be open with somebody, but you freeze every now and then when it comes to like meeting them. Or like it takes from a long time and then meeting them again for after a while, it's kind of different. It just seems it just states an impactful freaking conversation or like interaction with these freaking two people, and it's nice to be able to see that from him. I do not freeze, and it freaking froze. It's freaking nice, but it's nice to see this from them, and it's like really really cool. Anything else? There's so much about it. I'm just very excited to watch. What do you call this? I'm just excited to watch Infinity War after this, but it's gonna be crazy insane because this is the time where. Oh shit! What are you? The purple flame now. What? Oh. What are these? Glitchy emotes. Okay, let's allow these emotes. Oh, that's some crazy ass freaking emotes. Oh yes. When it comes to like freaking Black Panther, anything else when it comes to Black Panther? Black Panther freaking music. And when it comes to this freaking thing, anything that amps up a freaking thing, right? 86 is freaking good. A good ass freaking movie. What differs it from the rest of the freaking movies that we watch? What differs it from it is a freaking soundtrack, a good ass soundtrack, layered freaking conversation or layered themes about it that somehow be able to like understand, be able to make this freaking great because it's overall in this freaking movie. And what's overall in this freaking movie is where is this freaking song? Where's this song with the fuck? Yeah, this one, this song. Okay, let me play this one. This freaking song. This song is so freaking hype and amazing, but this song is all about freaking Killmonger. It's not about freaking It's not about. It's a song not about the. It's a song that is not about freaking T'Challa or the Black Panther, but this is a song about Killmonger and what is this going on to. It is what is going we need to go into, and this is empathizes and it just cause it just talks about all about like Killmonger. This is Killmonger's freaking song, man. Yes, for me, this is Killmonger's freaking song. This is speaks and like tells more about ourselves and what it is. Like, it's just clearly for me, it's clear Killmonger's song. Yeah, it is. And this freaking song, when this needle drop comes around, and this freaking club scene that they're going into in freaking South Korea, and I was like having freaking chills, man. When you see freaking Okoye, Nikita, and is it Nikita? Oh my god, I did it. I'm not saying it right. Wait. Wait. Nakia. Oh my god, Nikita. Nakia. It's amazing. It's really good. The freaking needle drops and how it's a freaking drop. It's amazing. It's this freaking South Korea scene is crazy, insane. Like the okay, we already know when it comes to like fans of the movie and watching this freaking movie, the switch up from the main villains from the actual freaking villain, or the way it was revealed, like Killmonger. I'm just gonna keep glazing Killmonger, man, because Killmonger in this freaking movie is amazing. How he was like able to like show that he is like this kind of like guy, like starting off like as someone who's being a grunt or somebody who's just like a bodyguard for like Claw. Supposedly somebody who seems like a bodyguard for Claw, but actually has a freaking plans for himself. Which actually has plans for himself and was to be able to like actualize his freaking plans and be able to like, execute his freaking plans like that and go and for and go into becoming the king of freaking Wakanda, right? To all these freaking plans, and he did it, and he was successful to it because he was trained in these freaking ways because he needed to be able to train and know their freaking ways, right? And it's nice to be able to see that from him. It's so freaking good because it shows like a great as freaking contrast or representation of what it was, right? Our oppressors, our colonizers used these freaking tactics towards us, and it is shown with freaking Killmonger, but it just shows this freaking part of us that is uncolonized, that is somehow be able to contrast this one with freaking Black Panther, who is like doing this freaking other ways, uncolonized freaking culture, uncolonized way of like freaking fighting to be able to like make it still be superior than the ways of the colonizer. It is been shown, and it can be able to like, stabilize and actually destroy us. Right? Wait, let me minimize a little bit much more of Mr. Morale. Let me take down refer to the conversation with Mr. Morale, but it is like that, man. The colonizing freaking things, oppressors freaking ways to those who the freaking who has been oppressed, but if their ways were able to like flourish and like be able to like have this freaking thing, this dream or this showing the Afro freaking futurism. What if we're able to handle freaking technology and we're able to do this that we have had that wasn't like brought to us or like wasn't forced upon us, what is brought in towards us, right? And we're able to see this and be able to like still it was conquered in a way because of our traditions and our ways of freaking life. It was like brought upon us and it was a way to freaking conquer us, but it's still in this freaking movie. It was a dream. It's an ideal to be able to see that we can still be able to like we still be able to like flourish and conquer our conquerors in ways that not in their freaking own ways but through our ways, right? It was seen like that, but it's crazy insane to be able to like have this freaking deal in a dream, because being realistic isn't always a freaking thing when it comes to this. It's realistic enough when it comes to the methods and ways of the freaking villain of the story, which is kind of scary and it's kind of fun. It's really nice to be able to watch because it is like that, and I've seen it, and it's crazy. This is why I like freaking Black Panther so freaking much, because it was like that. It's the dream of freaking Afrofuturism, like some way, like somehow something that's gonna be like the rest of the freaking world, like somebody who was like whose culture is almost erased from them, who's almost like taken like almost like most of the freaking culture is almost like taken away from us, and almost like little has become of us from us. It was like able to see it from this one. It was nice. It was nice to somehow see these freaking things in ways to be able to understand it if we're able to believe in this freaking modern world. But if we're able to live in this freaking world, having this freaking culture that within us doesn't seem to be like it, right? If we're gonna take it on a much more realistic freaking method, it's not gonna look freaking pretty, because when it comes to it, like our colonizers or whatever it is that they they did to us somehow brought in what do you call a different way of freaking classism, and sometimes it's hey, it brought us here, man. It brought us to a world where I can freaking stream, but yeah. I don't think we're able to like do something crazy insane when it comes to those freaking things. Those other methods that they have done. Because all they wanted to do was freaking land. And understanding freaking land, understanding freaking like having more land for themselves. And that's actually not the freaking products, but having more land, having to be able to say this is your territory and this is your own, and be able to like us being part of their freaking territory. I don't know much about it, but it is like that. I learned like a little bit from freaking high school, but not much to be able to like actually become somebody who can say this is supposed to be done and what is done. But it's nice to be able to see that, and nice to be able to like see part of our culture still flourish to this day, like part of our cultures that are native within us. That's this movement that it is like that. To be able to see it sometimes in our freaking feed, it's nice. Seeing it now these days, it's nice. Being a Malay. Malay, yes? Yes, we're called Malays. Yeah, we're called freaking Malays, by the way. And the race is like a freaking different race. Yeah. Able to see that is crazy insane, because we have this stuff that happened. Lost in the race. Anything else about it? Yeah, the music is crazy insane, which is like makes it a much more 96, because it has freaking Kendrick Lamar in it, who was supposed to be only to do 2.5 songs, and how was it to do 2 songs, but it just completely just brought in a freaking album towards it, because why the hell not? Like a lot of people like really worked on this, and it's just nice to be able to see. Um, yeah. There's like a lot of things about this freaking place that is really inspired it. But I think it's like, something else like that. And X-Men is something nice to be able to do. X-Men is nice too. Jeff. Jeff is nice. How do you bring in Jeff? We need Spider Gwen. I know that. Wait, Gwenpool. We need Gwenpool for Jeff. To have Gwenpool, you need Deadpool. Like ways to be able to like access freaking Gwenpool, you need like kind of Deadpool. They need the audience to understand what Deadpool does, or like Deadpool becoming much more like it's like Gwenpool is like somebody of like a. Oh, I'm sorry. Gwen. No, I was also like, talking about Black Panther, but like a little bit segue when it comes to those things. It's just when it comes to those things, you need Deadpool too. Deadpool to be much more fourth world breaking and like understanding or giving all these freaking references. Much more like that. That is Gwenpool. Anyways, yes, the music in this freaking place is amazing. The music in freaking Black Panther is amazing. Well, not just the freaking album that it is brought in, but the one with Ludwig. Wait, wait, Black Panther. Wait, Black Panther, the one with Ludwig. Yes. Yeah. The one with Ludwig is this one, the Ludwig one, the album that is like someone being favorite suit. Hmm. I don't know. Favorite suit? Probably Hulk because it's like freaking fuchsia shorts. It's just huge purple spandex shorts. And that's all you freaking need. Very minimalistic. Not so much. Not so much there. Nothing much needed for freaking a Hulk suit. Yeah, Hulk suit is my favorite suit. Hulk is nice. It's just very purple, purple spandex. It's fun. It seems like fun. Something that when comes to like all the bells and whistles that is like something like to put all the bells and whistles. Something much more very complex would be Iron Man, right? Iron Man would be nice. Iron Man would be nice. Doom actually my favorite suit. Like the purple gray freaking the cloak, the green ass cloak when it comes to freaking Doom with this freaking armor that is like silvery and grayish iron armor that is like nice. That is somewhat close to freaking Iron Man. Yeah, I like the green cloak. I like the green cloak of Doom. Doom is nice. It's not very shiny. It's just very it shows more utility rather than freaking fashion forward rather than sending a freaking message. With the green cloak already is like sending a message when it comes to Doom, but Doom is nice. Doom is nice. Doom is actually like, yeah, I really like Doom. So yeah, anything else about this freaking movie that I need to talk about? Uh, uh Doom's castle. Doom's castle is nice. Doom's castle looks like Sokovia, the Sokovian freaking castle. And then they need to invade in Sokovia. It's somewhere akin to like someone supposedly Sokovia. But if it is like they're gonna go back to freaking Sokovia and that would be like freaking Doom's freaking place, supposedly Sokovia, but that would be nice. But Latveria is very nice too. Uh okay. When it comes to freaking Black Panther, anything else? Music is nice. The representation when it comes to female freaking warriors is nice. It's like first time that we're able to see some female, strong as female characters in this freaking movie. That isn't just a sexy symbol, which is supposedly Black Widow was in the freaking past. But this time, when it comes to these freaking things that is going on, it's crazy insane. When it comes to Okoye and let me talk about side characters. Okoye and who's that guy again? No man, let me look it up again. Wait, let me look up. Okay, let me look up this one thing. What? Thirsty Gambler? Are you sure that's his name? Wait. Thirsty Gambler. That is freaking name. Like, what the heck is this? Google. Google. What the fuck? Wakabi. Wakabi is like his freaking name. Yeah, Wakabi and Okoye. Okoye and Wakabi, the Trash Widow. Trash Widow. Widow is like kind of nice. But Okoye and Wakabi is like nice freaking whatever it is that they're going on with this freaking two. It's been shown in this freaking movie. It's freaking nice. It's nice how they're able to like do it. It's like freaking simpler when it comes to like Wakabi's freaking ambitions or whatever it is that he needs to do, right? He was there asking, his parents were killed like cycles again, like the cycle of freaking violence between these people. His parents were killed by freaking Claw, but he needs Claw to be like taken in. Like T'Challa comes in and be able to like say these freaking things that it needs, so we needs to like bring in like Claw. The guy with the plain cords. The guy with the plain cords? No, the blue guy. The guy with the blue thingy. Plain cords. Wakabi. Yes. Wakabi is nice. We got to see this freaking thing from him. Then this is a great freaking way to be able to like implant, because not everybody else is thinking the same thing or not in the same page when it comes to freaking the way their structure is, like the political freaking structure of like Wakanda or whatever it is, that how they elect their freaking leaders is not through democracy, it's through a freaking challenge, and it needs to be freaking challenged. If they don't see this their freaking leader to be fit for it, and they somehow would challenge them to freaking combat. So it is needed for their leader to be able to like become a freaking warrior, that their leader needs to be a warrior in the same place as also as someone who nurtures their freaking people. Both a warrior and a freaking nurturer, right? But it doesn't seem, we don't see this freaking thing when it comes to we don't see this part when it comes to freaking T'Challa. We get to see it in the other freaking ways and other aspects of the freaking movie. Oh my freaking god. It's so loud. Oh, the guy with the playing cards, Gambit. Yes, Gambit is nice. You know how long okay, I don't know how long I've been waiting for this one. Gambit is so freaking nice. It's so cool. Gambit is nice. I like Gambit. But we're here to talk about Black Panther. Gambit is nice. The playing cards is so freaking cool. Yeah, it's with this freaking cloak and shit. And it's nice. Nah. Hey, what do you call this thing in the planet? Wakabi. And yes, we got to see it also when it comes to Forest Whitaker's freaking character, which is James. What is this? Right. Zuri. Yes, Zuri. Zuri is nice too, because it was freaking James that betrayed their thing, and now like Killmonger is like going in to like kill them all. It's like a nice freaking movie to watch. It's nice thing about everything that's comes to like Black Panther, anything. It's kind of like very difficult to be able to like add more into the freaking movie. The freaking songs are like the tuk 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 tuk. Yeah, that's a great freaking part. Then it got the freaking soundtrack, and it has one of the best soundtrack of the 2010s, man. Wait, let me go back. Yeah, that's the best soundtrack of the 2010s, which is this one. Yes, we got that SZA, Kendrick Lamar freaking collaboration, which is like nice to freaking hear. But we don't hear that. This one is freaking amazing, and I forgot that it was Black Panther, man. For once, I forgot it was Black Panther, but like I kept listening to this freaking song, and it's like great and amazing. Yeah, it has an entire album towards it, man. Yeah, it got some like needle drops and all those freaking things. It's needle drops. Now it's sometimes it's part of the freaking movie too. Yeah, the soundtrack is different and amazing. When it comes to like Ludwig and whatever it is that he did for this freaking movie is amazing. It was really really good. And when it comes to freaking Ludwig, I really like also this Childish Gambino album, which is what is this Childish Gambino album again? Hello My Love. It was a nice freaking album. Should you watch it? Black Panther? Yeah. Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should. If you want to see Marvel at its best, Black Panther. Well, when it comes to like Marvel at its best, when it comes to taking on political freaking things, and like Marvel trying to really be in that freaking way, because like somehow when you add the political freaking layer when it comes to like watching all your freaking movies, it needs to be done in a certain kind of way, and it needs to be done right. And it was done freaking right in this freaking movie. It was done so freaking good that you will get to be questioning like whether the whether it'll be like nice or not. The new Iron Man, Riri Williams, supposedly Riri Williams, Iron Heart. I haven't watched it yet to be able to like have like a good opinion to it, but I'll come back to you when I watch it. When I watch it, when finally freaking done with like when I'm at phase 5 and finally watching it, probably I'll be able to like have an opinion about it. But when it comes to Lily Williams, when it comes to like Black Panther 2, I the only time I saw her in Black Panther 2, which is she's kind of nice when it comes to like Black Panther 2, seems like a good freaking opening, or like be able to like a good way to be able to see, hey, Lily Williams. It's good. But I have this freaking quote and freaking memes. I have been spoiled a little bit when it comes to like Riri Williams. So how she was like written, like somehow she was able to like understand that, be able to like disrespect the legacy of freaking Tony Stark on the way he built the freaking Iron Man. Because Tony Stark was able to build the Iron Man because he was rich and all those freaking things. If Tony Stark was built to Iron Man because of these freaking things, and then somehow he was able to say that he was only being able to build it because Tony Stark was rich. But in actuality, Tony Stark built the first freaking iron armor, which is the Mark 1, in a cave with a box full of scraps, right? That's what he did. That's what Tony Stark did. So, yeah, probably Riri Williams not a good freaking thing, which is still akin to freaking Black Panther and Black Panther 2, which is kind of crazy insane because when it comes to Ryan Coogler, like everything he does is like a 90 or up, man. Every like movie he makes. every movie he makes is like a 90 or up. Like Creed is nice. Like Fruitvale Station is kind of amazing too. But to make all this freaking movie is amazing. It's nice to be able to see that. Oh my god, I can't believe there's a Swali Kalin. Alright, this song is like nice. Everything that they did for freaking Black Panther is freaking amazing. Like, I just can't believe that a lot of people tried to collab for this one freaking movie that everybody liked afterwards when it came out. It's really cool. And then later on, Chadwick Boseman freaking died, which is a freaking loss, and feel freaking sad about it. And we get to see grief and how people understand freaking grief and how they're able to understand to move forward when it comes to freaking having a loss for something that is so freaking great. which is the greatness of freaking Black Panther. What it is, Chadwick Boseman is, right? Yeah, when it comes to the freaking end of it, he actually freaking dies. And the battle of it, which is a secret freaking battle of themselves. Like, why should we like be able, like grieving someone to be able to go, someone who's gone through that, to be able to do that? It's just like, ugh. It's just like, yeah. There's this thing about it that is just crazy insane to it too. Yeah. The crazy thing about it is just the greatness of like Black Panther is like gone now. It's just freaking gone, and it's like away already because of it, you know? Because like Chadwick Boseman is like dead. He's dead, and they can bring him back to be able to like reprise the role of Black Panther. So like having the main freaking character in this freaking movie to be gone about it is just crazy insane. But what makes the freaking main character become the greatest freaking main character is because of its supporting cast, or the rest of the freaking cast supporting the greatness, or like trying to set it up, like set up the freaking greatness of the freaking hero of the story. And when it comes to this, they're still there, right? This freaking supporting cast have set it up. It's just like for somehow be able to like still be able to execute upon it, which is nice because there are events and situations where the main character freaking dies in the freaking in the comics. It did happen. T'Challa also dies in the freaking comics and comes in Shuri, which is a great freaking way to be able to understand like grief in this. Black Panther 2 is like something like that. And being able to understand that there are other things, or there are other ways people who are like be able to like show upon that it's like that. Yeah. It's great to be able to like have the representation that it's like that. But when it comes to us Malays, it's just different. Yeah. Mitsuha VTuber, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. And about to end it in like a couple of freaking minutes because I only take a freaking hour when it comes to this. But I'll probably come back or not. Depends on the freaking mood. Depends if I wanted to come back and just yap about it, hang out around, or just go and watch Infinity War, because that's just what I'm gonna do afterwards when it comes to this freaking thing. Anyways, and like prepping for Infinity War, we don't see a lot much of whatever it is, or its entire connection to the Infinity War, which is freaking good. This is so freaking good because its only connection to Infinity War is like this Bucky post-credit scene. Anything else that they've done in freaking Wakanda is just establish this freaking place and what this place is, which is nice. Oh man, I can't see chat. Hello. That's the least I can do. Yes. Thank you so much for the follow. A follow is one of the best freaking things. Yeah, it's what. Hey, thanks, man. I needed the follow, anyways. I needed the follow as much as possible for like establishing whatever it is that I need to do as a streamer. Hey, 58 minutes into the freaking thing. I think we're gonna end it here. I don't know. Yeah, Wakanda is such a nice freaking place, man. It's like one of those freaking places where like they just went in when they went in to the freaking cloaking system, and it like shows this freaking place and shows freaking Wakanda is one of the best freaking introduction of a place for me. It's like very nice how they did that. It's still looking amazing. It's so looking cool. It was so cool when I first watched it. It was amazing when I first watched it, and I had so much fun when I first watched it. It was so cool. It was a time where I like completely not care about freaking movies or care about freaking movies, but It was nice. It was 2018 too. It was like how many years is that? 2018 to 2026. It was like around 5. Wait, how many years? Wait, 8. All closing to 7 years. Yeah, 2025 was like 7 years from it. Like it's almost 8 years. It was almost an 8-year-old freaking movie. Yeah, man, Black Panther. Man, Black Panther. Fuck. Ah, shit, man. Black Panther. Yeah, it's giving vibes like that. The freaking nostalgia ones. How fucking great 2018. How fucking great 2018 was. Yeah. That's freaking Black Panther for you guys. It was such a good freaking start for the 2018 too. It was a good freaking start for a year to be able to watch this freaking masterpiece of a movie. It was a great treat for me to be able to watch it, experience it again. And yeah, thank you so much for coming by the stream. I don't stream games these days because my PC cannot handle it. All I do is just freaking yap about freaking movies that I watch. Yeah, I'm a just chatting streamer now. I'm a just chatting streamer now. And I just do react content. And I just yap. That's what I do these days. I should like freaking bring in chat this freaking time. Wait. Wait, let me show chat. Oh my god, where is chat? There you go. There you go. Got chat in there. Yeah, my PC can somehow cannot handle even League of Legends. Man, I used to be a League of Legends streamer, but before League of Legends, I used to play Apex and I try to do variety as much as I can. I try to do variety, League of Legends, so many things, other things too. Man, should I like put it here or like somewhere? Like, yeah, it's like right there. I just bring chat in like this. Yes. Yeah, that's so the VOD can see that they're actually a chat here. Okay. I think that's about it. That's about the Black Panther. Talking about Black Panther much. Yeah, Black Panther is nice. Black Panther is amazing. And yeah. Thank you so much for coming by the stream and chatting a little bit. Yeah, thank you so much. We got a new follower. It's Mitsuha. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna end stream. And this is goodbye for now. I'll see you tomorrow. Usually around this freaking time, around the afternoon my time. Like I usually stream at this freaking time. So yeah, I might be earlier or like later sometimes. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Bye bye.